Hello there, and welcome to the Bearded Peacock. It's my channel where we talk all things Leeds United. I'm, of course, George. Welcome along to the channel, everybody. And yeah, it's a match preview of the West Ham United match away. It's a massive game for Leeds. It's do or die. We could, in fact, be near enough relegated by the time we even kick off on Sunday as Leeds travel down to London in, like I said, a massive game. It's London. We don't win many there. I can't actually remember the last time we won there. I don't think we've won there this season. It is, of course, our last away game of the season, our last trip to London of the season. Could we very well be facing other sides in London in the lower division next season? Or will it be the similar sort of gaggle of teams that we face again next season? There's a lot of London clubs, obviously, in the Premier League. Just trying to think up quickly. I don't think we've won any this. Well, we haven't won any this season. We've only won two away all season, and neither of them were in London. So, yeah, we've not won once. Trying to think if we've taken any points off from any of them. I don't know whether we have. We might have even lost all of them. But anyway, let's get into it. I'll look at the form of the two teams. Everything West Ham. Let's just, have a look and think about West Ham. West Ham, um, safe, pretty much. Not mathematically, it would take a massive swing in our favour for them to go down. They pretty much secured it with a 1-0 home win against Manchester United. They seemed to be able to get up for these big games. Man United came to the London Stadium, got beat 1-0. Um, West Ham, of course, had a massive European game. They have it of tonight as recording. It is tonight. They play AZ Alkmaar in Holland. The 2-1 up currently in the first leg. I know David Moyes rested plenty of players on Sunday as they lost 2-0 to Brentford. This one's a little bit, will he change it if they get to the final? The final of the Europa Conference League is in about 2.5 weeks from when we play them. So there's time, but players won't want to get injured. It is, it's the lowest of the European competitions, but it's one they want to win. It's one that will see them into the Europa League next season, which is massive because they're 15th in the Premier League table. They won't finish much higher than that. Particularly if we beat them on Sunday, they've got Leicester to go to Leicester, go to the King Power on the final day of the season, so they won't finish much higher than where they are now. It's a massive incentive for them to be European football again next time by winning a trophy as well. It's huge. So will he rest them if they get to the final tonight? I think he might be one eye on that final. It's just a massive. It's a winnable game, and it's a must win for Leeds now. Obviously, everybody said it for a while now. We haven't won. We haven't won in 7 games. We'll go into the form in a little bit, but we need a win here. David Moyes, they're probably going to play a 4-2-3-1. We're probably going to match them up, but David Moyes loves that formation more often than not. Has used it in the Premier League this season. Um, they haven't been good enough, but they've just done enough. And fair enough, they've reached a semi-final of a European competition. Was it the final they reached last season? I think the Europa League, so they nearly won that. So they do all right, really, in Europe, don't they? Fair enough, fair play to them. And I never thought they'd go down. They were very close, and they're in terrible form in the league as well, which we will go into. But whether Big Sam going back to West Ham, will it add a little bit of edge to it? Yes, I think it will. He was there for 4 seasons. Let me know, any West Ham fans, if you happen to stumble on this video, what did you think of Big Sam Allardyce's time in charge of your team? He had 4 seasons. He had a good bit of time, really, for nowadays standards. Anyway, I think that was about 11 years ago, 11, 12 years ago, wasn't it? So it was a little while ago now, but how do you think he fared? Let me know in the comments there. And do you fancy yourselves for European glory as we go into tonight's massive European game? Let me know in the comments there. But for Leeds United, yeah, it's about time we won a game. Like I said, 7 now without a win. If we look at the last 5 games, it's 2 draws and 3 defeats. West Ham, incidentally, have only 1 win in the last 5. They've lost the other 4. That was the before mentioned win against Man United at the London Stadium not too long ago. They've lost the other 4 games, and but they're still in better form than us because they've got more points, 1 more point in those 5 games than us. And yeah, I think if we don't win it, I think we're down. Obviously, um, really, and I think even Leeds could go down, even if by the time we've kicked a ball, like if Everton beat Wolves and then Forest beat Arsenal on on Saturday night football, then we're pretty much down. Everton on 35, Forest to be on 37. It wouldn't look very good at all. We'd definitely need to win the last 2. Um, but let's have a look at the form. Anyway, that's the form of the last 5. Let's have a little dive into the fixture of late. Obviously, West Ham moved from Upton Park to the London Stadium. Obviously, since we've come back in the Premier League, the 2 fixtures that we've played have been there, and we're pretty good form. We're historically, Leeds have had the better of the last 5 meetings in London at Upton Park and the London Stadium. Only losing 1 of those 5 games. That was our first season back. We lost 2-0 there. Other than that, 2 wins and 2 draws. Obviously, it's a run that stretches back uh, till 2002, where we beat them 4-3 at Upton Park. So it's 21 years ago. We don't play them. We haven't played them very often. There's a couple of games in the Championship at Upton Park which finished in draws. Who can remember that Adam Clayton last minute equaliser where Johnny Howson banged it off the bar and Clayton followed in for 2-2. That was at Upton Park. We're in that black and day glow green kit, weren't we? Pinstripe kit. But yeah, that was 2-2, wasn't it? And last season, of course, we need something like this, don't we? Bit of Jack Harrison magic, bit of Jack hat trick. Jack got a hat trick and we beat them 3-2. I mean, we're not counting in those last 5 the FA Cup defeat. I mean, league games. We did lose to them last season at the London Stadium in the FA Cup. That was 2-0. But we're counting league games in that 5 that I've just mentioned. And yeah, they lost 2-0. That was a week before we went there again and beat them 3-2 with Jackie's hat trick. We could really do with something like that on Sunday. We need it. And will we get it? Let me know in the comments there. Obviously, the 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 other fixture, the return fixture at Ellen Road, was in January, wasn't it? I think it was a 2-2 draw. Willie Nonto put us ahead early. It was a bit of an Italian feel, an Italian vibe to the score sheet. Anyway, Nonto and then Scamacca put West Ham ahead. It was 2 goals either side of half time. A penalty from Lucas Paqueta put them level right on half time, and then a minute after half time, Scamacca put them 2-1 up. Rodrigo finished really nicely, didn't he, that night? And he put us back at 2-2. So it finished 2 apiece at Ellen Road in January. Let me know in the comments. Do you fancy us for this one? It's do or die now. It is literally we do it, we get 3 points, we keep ourselves alive and potentially come out of the relegation zone. I think just a point it is probably better to play after the rival teams, Everton and Forest. I don't really count Leicester because I think Leicester are gone, in all honesty. I think we're fighting for that last, to get out of that last place, basically. And can we do, it's all on this game because Spurs at home, yes, it's winnable, but it might not matter at that point. I'm all geared for relegation, to be honest with you. I have long since accepted it, but let me know in the comments there how you're feeling about it. Are you going to London? Just incidentally, if I wrap up the preview, the referee, we do referees, don't we? Peter Banks, he's refed us 4 times this season. The latest one was the also in London, 2-1 defeat in April to Fulham, of course, at Craven Cottage. That was the last time of 4 times he's officiated us. The man in the middle there, Peter Banks, on Sunday. And the weather, just if you're going, is nice. It's looking like an 18-degree, highs of 18, sunny and cloudy. So take your t-shirts and everything like that. I don't think you'll need any coats. So hopefully you will, because it'll be raining Leeds United goals. But let's wait and see. Yeah, but yeah, I always do the previews. It always seems to be um, London games, but that's not, I haven't planned that out. It just seems to happen all the time. But let me know in the comments what the away previews anyway. Let me know in the comments what you're thinking. Thanks very much for watching. Marching on together. I'll see you on the next one.